So this little video is just on how to go about inserting graphics, and just looking at this slide really quickly. This is just a little sample slide. Things on this slide that are graphics, this next button, the back button, those were all initially inserted as graphics. I have a little stick figure here, and that's what we're going to practice with. Let's see, I also have a slide layer here, so I have another stick figure friend here. So let's come over to a blank slide and let's talk about inserting a graphic. So I already know, I've already navigated to where I know my images are, and again, I can't say it enough, be very conscious as you're creating content and accessing content. Get folders with really good labels and put stuff where you can find it. I wasted a lot of time in the beginning just kind of getting stuff into one place and then not being able to get my hands on it again very quickly. So I've learned my own lesson the hard way. So insert, we're over here in the picture menu. If you click the drop down area of two choices, you can capture a screenshot, and it's going to allow me to choose from any of the available windows that's currently open on my computer. So if you're doing some technical training, that's a little bonus knowledge. You can access that kind of information. But we're going to just click picture from file. And if you just click on this, it's going to assume picture from file. So as I said, I've already navigated. I have a folder of stick figures. So let's do our little thumbs up dude. So we're going to click on him, open, and immediately comes in. You can see it's a little bit too large for our needs, so I can just grab on that handle. Now I'm also holding the shift key, so that way I maintain the ratio of height to width. If I don't hold down that shift key, sometimes I'm not always so lucky with that. So there's our little guy. So something that we have to be conscious with all of the images is to make this accessible. We have to have an alt image tag, and there's two different ways to do alt image tags, but I want to just quickly chat about the one that you can access as you're adding images. So I'm going to right click here, and I'm going to come down here to accessibility, and I'm immediately given this option to decide whether or not this object is visible to accessibility tools. If you just have a rectangle in the background that has no content that's that is lending itself to the course, it's just something there for visual interest, you can mark that object as invisible to accessibility tools and it'll get skipped over. But in this case, I have a little stick figure with a thumbs up, and I have a box right here, so I can just add my alt image text right now. Let's see, we'll call this stick figure giving a thumbs up. And now we've added that alt image tag. When a screen reader comes through this and gets to this image, it'll read that particular piece of information to the student using the screen reader. And that's adding images. So it's a pretty simple thing. Again, you have access to all of these additional things. If you're inserting more of a photo, you might have some more fun doing some of these different kinds of things. But sometimes you'll just kind of click on something and the visual interest is really worthwhile, and so it's worth keeping. So go ahead, have some fun. These are some fun places where you can, give it a little sparkle here and there.